this is a quick introduction to the module creation in the alpha version of the computer-assisted role-playing system. This is brand new, but this is a huge milestone because it basically opens the game for what it was intended to be, which is people can create and share adventures as opposed to just playing something that is made by somebody else. The first step is to click on the module creation tab and just create your module. And then you just use edit to go into the editor. And you can click and drag to pan around the map, and you can use your mouse wheel to scroll, to zoom in and out. And a lot of the controls are very basic. For example, you have the list of things you can draw over here, plus your ability to exit. If I click on the map tiles, I am then presented with my options. So let's draw some floors. And you can see you get the reticle, and you can just click on a position to draw the thing, whatever it is, floor, wall, etc. And you can also change your tool size. So if I want to draw a much larger area in one step, that speeds things up. Another thing you can do is if I want to draw rectangles, I'll draw a wall here. I've reduced my tool size back to 1. If I hold down Shift, when I click, it gives me a starting point, and I can drag the mouse to my destination point, and in this way I can draw horizontal and vertical lines. But I can also use Shift Draw to draw arbitrary sized rectangular regions. So these things make it very quick to draw large areas. You can also place NPCs. There's just the 3 right now, but obviously there'll be more later. And once you select an NPC, you can simply click a location, place them anywhere on the map. You can also delete NPCs if you decide you've overdone it. You can draw spawn points in the same way. Because spawn points are locked into a particular tile, you get the tile selector, but then once you click, it places a spawn point for your players. You can also delete spawn points if you decide you've placed them somewhere where you don't want them. It's important to note that the number of spawn points on your map is going to dictate the maximum number of players that can play your adventure, but it does not control the minimum. It will simply fill in the spawn points, and if you have less, then some of the spawn points won't be used. You can also place treasure chests, which are obviously an important part of the game, and this works pretty much the same way as placing NPCs. You just select a location and the treasure is placed there. And while this whole system is pretty rudimentary, it does give you the ability to build basically adventures of any size. For example, just to demonstrate, I'm going to build a large section of wall using the click and drag functionality. And I now have this section that I can use the floor tool to basically carve out hallways and rooms and so forth. All the things you would typically want in a dungeon.